I'm Wes from Tabletop Tastings, and again, I'm here with Mat Hanson of SonOfHan Games,
right.
and you have something special going on right now. What do you got going on, Matt?
So my second game ever has debuted at Gen Con. It's called Ice and Idols. It's out by Inside Up, same group who's responsible for Earth and Summit and a lot of really great titles. They did an amazing job with it. I couldn't be happier.
And we had a chance to play your game last night, and we fell in love with it.
Thank you.
There's something special about being able to shift and move the tiles around the board and the whole board rotate. And that objective that is just right there, I just need one more action to get to it, is now miles and miles away. And I love that ability of, if I need that extra action to pick up or drop off that relic, I can flip that, but I'm going to pay a little bit for it next turn.
So you're referring to the adrenaline.
Yeah, the adrenaline.
Where you can sort of, I call it, you're spending action points on credit. You got to pay it back later. That was one of the elements that Inside Up sort of added. They injected their DNA into the game of like putting their fingerprints and making it one of their games. My early version, it was just you're going on the board to collect idols and move to get points. That research track they added, where now I got to sort of like make this decision space of like, well, do I want points now? Because after all, that's how you win the game. Or do I want these really cool powers? That was all them. That and the adrenaline. They did a really cool job.
So I believe last year when we talked to you last, you had just kind of locked that deal down with them.
Yes.
As well. So what's that experience of working with Inside Up Games been like?
So, in the beginning, we were working very tightly together. My background is in product design, so that the board, that's that combination of punch board and plastic.
Cool.
We did a couple iterations of it. And that was a lot of fun to like kind of show like how are the different ways you can do it. And then with a couple different versions in hand, they were able to go to their manufacturers, sort of work out the details, and they took it way further than I ever did. It was just sort of a here's a get the ball rolling kind of thing. And then they took off. They were so accommodating and so like wanting me to participate and hearing my input, because in the beginning, like, hey, here's some graphics and here's some pieces, things with the print. I threw out a suggestion, they implemented it, and it worked. And I was so glad that I was able to help out. Little things like the details of the plastic and ways we could mold them differently. I did a sketch at a last year's Gen Con, I think, and he just snapped a picture. I'm like, that's really cool. And like, again, just taking that feedback.
It sounds really like it's been a collaborative relationship.
Highly collaborative, really, really great team.
Excellent. Now, last time we had chatted, you had mentioned Monkey Shoulder was one of the spirits that you enjoyed. We've since tried that. We paired that with Lego Monkey Palace.
Cool.
Which the whiskey was better than the game in that case. But have you enjoyed any spirits over the last year? Any other whiskeys or anything along those lines that you've enjoyed?
Buffalo Trace is one of those classic ones that I've taken a shine to, but then I believe, and maybe you guys could correct me on this, I think the same group or some overlap there, Tin Cup?
Tin Cup? Do we know Tin Cup?
It's like, so there's this category of mountain whiskey, of like Colorado miners.
Okay.
I love Tin Cup. And it comes with this little tin cup that screws on the top that you can like...
Okay, it's on the list now. So when we meet next year at Gen Con,
there you go.
We'll have an update for that. Sweet. So there's always the question, you've got this game, it's just released.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
What are you working on next?
So, like I said, Ice and Idols is my second game out. The first game, Reality Shift at Academy Games, they are planning a reprint.
Pairs well with bourbon.
Yes.
With barrel bourbon. That's right. Okay.
So they're planning a reprint. They're gonna make some enhancements, make some things that really, again, that first run, you catch one or two things, slightly bigger racers, updated artwork. They're gonna do an amazing job with that. And now that we've got these plastic cubes, we're currently working on a brand new version of the game. It's not a racing game. It'll be a whole new mechanic, but we're going to reuse those cubes, that magnetic attachment feature. I can't tell you a whole lot about now, but that is coming.
Damn. And can you say who you're working with on that?
That's still Academy Games.
Still Academy Games.
It'll be a sequel of sorts to Reality Shift, because it's still going to have those same cubes as the racing game.
Well, I can definitely see a trend in the types of games that you design.
And then one that is on the way. Ooh. If I'm very lucky, it'll be a year, but we know how things go with development and Kickstarters and all that. But Sam Stockton over at BA Games, he and I have a game signed. Okay. Without getting into too many details, because I don't want to give away just yet, because again, it's still in development. The board is a spinning whirlpool. And so you're doing these actions where you're fighting the other players, but the board is fighting you as well, because these tentacles, this monster underneath the waves is slapping and smashing your ship. So it's smash them up, last man standing. And it's going to be sort of a hybrid between a miniatures game and a board game. You have a little bit of both.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
And whether it's an ocean with a Leviathan or a black hole and it's a space monster with tentacles. It could be either way, but basically the board is always fighting you, always sucking you into the center.
So there'll be some sort of spin mechanic with that.
My games just can't sit still. They have to move around.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see each of those projects.
I'm really excited.
That you got coming out. But Matt, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I've been looking forward to seeing you all year.
Yeah, definitely.
So thanks so much for taking the time to meet with us.
Thanks
really
a lot.
appreciate it. My name is Les, and this is Mat Hanson of SonOfHan, and this is Tabletop Tastings. Have a great day.
Cool.
That's it. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, man.
This is great. Fantastic.
Yeah. So we showed him both of those.
You're keeping busy, man.
I do. And it's like I'm just stubborn. Like I got a game. I know it's a game. I know I like it. I know it's ready. Will someone just
pick
make
it up? Yeah.
So yeah, I keep going. But